Hello and welcome back to the Football Chat. Today we're going to be discussing some transfer news. It's Darwin Nunez and it's an £80 million move to Liverpool. Very, very big deal. This Liverpool, of course, selling star striker Sadio Mane. Put up some very good numbers this year and replacing him potentially with Darwin Nunez. The deal looks pretty much done. £60 million plus 20 mil in add-ons. It's a very interesting transfer. He's very much a Marmite player. Some people think he's massively overrated and some people think he's one of the greatest strikers. Well, will be one of the greatest strikers ever. But yeah, what are your feelings on Darwin Nunez? Do you think it's a good fit for Liverpool? Do you think it's a good transfer?
I think it's really hard to tell because he's either going to come into this Liverpool side and score more goals than Mane did, have a great first season, and Liverpool fans are going to love him, and rival fans are going to sit there and go, why didn't we buy this player? Or he's going to come in and have a bit of a stinker. It'll be interesting to see how often he does play, because obviously they've still got the likes of Mane, Carvalho, Jota, Diaz, Elliott, even if you want to chuck him in there. So it's going to be really interesting. Minamino and Origi.
Surely he's got to be the starting number 9.
It's going to be close between him and Jota.
I think Jota will play more on that left.
But then where do you put Diaz?
Rotate with Jota, rotate Jota and Nunez.
Well, it will depend how well Nunez does.
Yeah.
If he comes in and scores loads of goals, he's going to start.
I do think the fact they've got Jota and Firmino gives this some security, because it means if Nunez is horseshit, if he flops, they've got options basically.
Yeah. But then that backfires, and that's a problem for Nunez, because he knows that if he doesn't perform, he will quickly be benched.
It'll be interesting to see how he deals with that, because will he deal with it, the pressure like Werner and Crumble, or will he deal with it like, I don't know,
anyone?
Anyone, yeah.
Like
anyone.
We had the same debate with Haaland. Will he come in and just start scoring goals? Although I do think, obviously, Haaland is a much better player.
The difference is Haaland's proven in the Bundesliga, and it's only 60 mil.
Europe, and in Europe.
And in Champions League. Nunez has done well in the Champions League this campaign, but it's his first season of professional football.
Yeah.
Proper professional football.
And that's the
first full season. I don't know. He scored 26 goals in 28 games in the Liga Portugal, but when you have 18 expected goals, that's not all that impressive. That is a ridiculous number.
Yeah.
On 18 expected goals in the Portuguese league,
I expect 18 goals.
Well, he's got 26.
Okay. Yeah.
But I would expect more, a higher percentage than 18. But it does show he's been a Benfica side that creates a lot of chances, but also very quality chances. We know this Liverpool side creates a lot of chances. I think his aerial threat is massive. We've seen Jota scored a lot of headers this seaseason because, Trent and Robbo equally very good deliverers of the ball.
Things are like Trent's just going to whack it in there and hope because he knows Nunez is there.
Yeah, and then if you've got Jota back sticks, who's also very good in the air.
I think Nunez will slot in very well.
Interesting. I think... Interesting. You think he'll do well then first season?
I think he'll get in the right positions. I think he will do well in the system in terms of, as you said, aerial threat. He's going to be there. Trent's going to hit him with the ball. I think he might come with the performances. It's whether he brings the results. I think basically, I think he's going to do well. I just don't know what his surface stats are going to look like.
Interesting. I think it'll be the other way around, if I'm honest. His underlying numbers at Benfica are not great. His movement isn't great, but if you can get the ball to Nunez, which is quite hard, he's not great with the ball at his feet, but if he can get the shot away, he's a decent finisher. So I think he'll get goals, because Liverpool don't need their striker to create their chances.
No.
So I think he'll be fine on that front. I think they'll also work on his ball control, though. They've got to. I mean, to play at the highest level, you've got to be able to play with the ball at your feet. So it'll be interesting to see. Yeah, I don't know. I think it'll be, as you said, they could go either way. I'm going to predict Nunez to have a mediocre first campaign, push on from there.
Roughly how many goals?
I'm going to go 10. 10 goals. I don't think he'll set the world on fire. And
No.
in fact, I think that's lower than Lukaku got in the league.
I think that's...
Or maybe just higher.
That's lower than I was going to say. I've been saying that he's not going to score many.
I think Haaland will outperform him.
I'll definitely
Put it that way.
And I don't think he'll be nowhere near for the Golden Boot.
The problem is, even if Nunez scores 20 goals, Haaland will still have been a better deal, I think.
Yeah.
Even if Haaland only gets 15. Because the price tag on Nunez is disgraceful. Benfica have got this thing of being able to inflate prices crazy. I mean, look at João Felix, 120 mil. He played one season in the Liga Portugal and did all right in Europe.
Gone great for
Mental.
since so far.
Could that potentially imply that Nunez is going to struggle? I do think they're very different players, though. Felix is
definitely.
very small and Nunez is huge.
What
are you thinking?
I'm gonna say 8 goals in the Premier League, but in the
low.
Premier League, I can see him maybe just tearing it up in the Carabao and FA Cup.
I thought you were going to say Champions League there, but interesting. Carabao and FA Cup. Little cup merchant.
That's what I'm thinking, and I think it's going to be like everyone's looking at this and going, well, he scored 6 against Shrewsbury and 5 against Wrexham, but Liverpool fans are going to look at it and go, oh, he's so good, he's world class.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if anything, he'll be better in continental competitions than cup competitions. I just don't think he'll play in the cup.
I forgot about the Champions League.
I think it's likely they'll. I don't know.
About the cup. Champions League, sorry.
Liverpool's don't have youth to bring through, and they're not signing very young players. Nunez is young, but they're not like getting in 18-year-olds or something to be reserve options. So interesting. They don't really after Nunez, they don't really have another striker. I guess you can say Firmino, but he's barely played in the last year. But I think he would be preferred for the cup minutes.
Well, I think Nunez could be one of those. He comes in, doesn't do well. He then gets benched for Jota. He gets minutes in the cup to see if he can score a few goals. He scores a few goals, does loads. And then it's like, right, let's give him another go in the first team, in the Premier League, and then the Champions League, and he just doesn't perform again.
I'm actually been thinking of an opposing view. I think Nunez will hit the ground running.
Yeah.
Liverpool usually have a good early fixture list. He'll get his 10. He'll get like a good 7 goals in the first 5 games. People are like, what a signing, to be fair. Then he'll do well in the Champions League. World Cup knocks around. He could be in with a shout of a chance. A little bit of a goal drought before then in the league.
Maybe say
gets in the Uruguayan side. After that, who knows what happens. But I think then against tough opposition he'll struggle. But I think if they'll probably play Fulham on the opening day and he'll get a brace or something like that. And then everyone's exactly like Lukaku when he played against Arsenal and Villa, 2 shit sides.
He scored 3 goals in 2 games, and I thought, okay, Lukaku's going to be a decent signing.
Apologies to any Arsenal and Villa fans.
Does well to the World Cup, goes with Uruguay. Get knocked out in the groups, and then he's going to not play well again. Or
they get to the final when Nunez wins and then he's buzzing. I doubt that. Anyway.
Be like Salah after AFCON.
Could pretend if he's had to play every game for Uruguay and they get to the quarters or something, which is not impossible.
No.
Then it'll be interesting to see. But yeah, that's about all for Darwin Nunez to Liverpool. I think it's an interesting transfer. Make sure to have your say in the comments down below. Do you think it's a brilliant deal for Liverpool? Do you think Benfica have conned another massive side out of a lot of money for a mediocre striker? I'd be intrigued to see your views in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe if you're new around here. We're currently on 529 at the time of recording, so we're making very, very good progress towards that 1K. I appreciate all the love and support in the last week. It's been absolutely brilliant. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a like on this video as well. Loads more transfer stuff coming out over the next few weeks as the transfer window hots up, of course. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.